I like to give all glory and praise and honor unto the Most High. And you see that this COVID-19 is all over the news, and I think it's blown out of proportion. It's not as bad as they say it is. They do these things to promote and instill fear, but the scripture, it says, we have to obey the laws of the land, until it starts conflicting with the laws of the Most High, you know, and so you see right here, this video right here, it caught my eye, and this came out yesterday, and this was a house party in Chicago, and it's about maybe 100 heads or over in there, you know what I mean? And like I said, I do believe that, the COVID is not that serious, but you can see where their mind state is at, man. The minds of these people, what they were thinking about, at this particular time. This is a crucial moment. And I'm saying that these are crucial times because, they shut the economy down. And what that brought into my head was Matthew chapter 24, and I'm going to start at 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be, man. So when I seen that video of those guys partying in there, not obeying the laws of the land, even though I don't think that the COVID is that serious, it was like, damn, man. Look at where their mentality is at, man. Look at where their mind state is at a time like this. When everything is shut down. And that's how it was in the days of Noah that the scriptures talk about. They were partying and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage before destruction came, and that I seen the same thing on the news. I seen people still trying to get married, people going to the beach, having a good time, still trying to turn up on spring break. Oh man, yeah. Before destruction come, all the learned men, man, all the prophets, man, all the righteous men, they knew what time it is, man, because they were watchmen. They paid attention to the signs, man. You know what I mean? They were they were never taken by blinded, man. They were never taken by storm, man. So let's keep going. Let's jump down to verse 42. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. That goes into being circumspect. I did a video on that, man. Let's keep going. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. So if you know the thief is coming in, man, you're gonna lock your doors, man. You're gonna stay on guard. You're gonna be looking out the windows. Watching out for him, man. You're not gonna be out there turning up, man. Let's keep going. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh, man. And the scriptures speak about, man, look, man, he's going to come to the astonishment of those that dwell on the earth, man. So, you got people partying, not being circumspect. The Most High is not looking for, he's not looking for men like that, man. He's not looking for people like that's not to be circumspect, man. He's just going to let them be, Just gonna let them be, man. And I seen, a lot of reports of people. I seen one of somebody committing suicide because they couldn't stay in the house no more, and I'm like, wow, And the scriptures speak, man. These guys ain't gonna make it, man. Because the scripture says that you faint in the day of adversity. Your strength is small, And a lot of people is not built for adversity, man. But the Most High been trying us, man, and to all my warriors out there, man, let's keep going. And we're gonna get into Gideon and his 300 men real quick. So this is Gideon, and a quick backstory about this is, Gideon had to choose three men to go to war. He had to choose men to go to war, and he had too many men. That's what the Lord told him. The Most High told him he had too many men. I think he had about 10,000 or more. I can't remember the exact number. So the Most High told him, like, look, you got to cut this number down. So what he did, he said that the Most High told him, hey, Gideon, take these men down to the river and let them drink the water. So we're going to get into it. Judges chapter 7, 5 through 6, So he told him, take them down to the water, and we're going to observe them for a second. So right here it says, so he brought down the people unto the water, And the Lord said unto Gideon, everyone that lappeth of the water with his tongue, as a dog lappeth him, shalt thou set by himself. Likewise, everyone that boweth down upon his knees to drink. And the number of them that lap putteth their hand to their mouth were 300 men. But all the rest of the people bowed down upon their knees to drink water, man. Yeah. So you see, the men that bowed down, you see in the picture right here with their face into the water. The Most High didn't want those men, but He said, choose all the men, you know what I mean, that brought the water to their mouth, and you mean because those men, you know what I mean, they were circumspect, they were looking around, they were watching, man, you know, observing everything. You mean those were the warriors, man. Those were the men that the Lord chose, man. You mean the men that were circumspect, man. You know. Just like how we circumspect out here, man. They watching everything, man. I mean, the scriptures speak of that. Don't walk around as fools, but wise, man. I mean, Ephesians 5:15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but wise. I mean, so they want you to walk around out here as, like, like real foolish, man. Partying, turning up all the time, you know, not paying attention to nothing, you know. That's how they want you to walk around. You know what I mean, putting your trust in the government. And we're gonna take a look at this real quick. I mean, we're gonna take a look at the lion. So the lion, when he's eating, when he's drinking, look at him. He's circumspect. His head is never buried in the water when he's eating and drinking. He's always watching. Look at him, watching, observing. This is what the Most High is talking about, and that's what He wanted out of those men that circumspect. You can't never sneak up on a lion. You know what I mean? Because he's always watching. I mean, when he's eating, watching all the time. You know, and it's the same thing with a you know, like a domesticated cat. I mean, even when it's in the house and in the kitty litter, when it poops and pees, it covers its tracks. You know, and it's and it's scent because it behaves itself like, you know, it behaves itself like it's still in the wild, man. You know, and that's who the Most High is looking out for, man. And the people that circumspect and they're watching. I mean, those are the people that the devil hates, man. I mean, the devil, he loves to silence, man, those that are circumspect. I mean, or try to corrupt them. Oh, man. So it's a picture of people turning up, man. This is how it's going to be in the end days, man. And, you know, I mean, this government don't care about your health, man. You know what I mean? And then you see the hypocrisy of them, you know, doing all this social distances and all that. It's hypocrisy, man. You know what I mean? But the same government that, I mean, put AIDS out here, you know what I mean, and all these other diseases, you know what I mean? I mean, one thing that these guys do care about is their check, man. You know what I mean, keeping their pockets fat. You know, so them shutting down the economy was a big red flag to me. You know, it was a big red flag. You know, I mean, this whole COVID, man, it's just a cover up, man. It's a dog and pony show. I mean, for those that's awakened, they can see what's going on. You know, I mean, to those that circumspect. Oh man, you know, all they care about is keeping their pockets fat, man. That's it. You know, you see what it says on the Georgia Guidestones. It says that, you know, they have a plan to eradicate a certain amount of people, man. I mean, over the course of time. You know what I mean? So you think that, you know what I mean, they tell you to wear these masks because they really care about you? Hey, I mean, this is all to implement more laws to keep you under more control, man. You know what I mean? You know, everything is experimental for them, man. I mean, it's like, this is like here, it's like martial law right now without the military. You know what I mean? On the streets. You know what I mean? You know. So let's keep going, man. Right here it says, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find doing so, man. You know, so the people that's, you know what I mean, enduring, you know what I mean, that's I mean, going through I mean, persecution, man, and staying faithful unto the Most High, and not giving in to the enemy, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then let the world draw into them, man. The scripture says you blessed, man. You know what I mean? Verily I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over his goods, man. What does that mean? And it's gonna be hierarchy in the new kingdom to come, man. You mean hierarchy, man? The Most High is gonna have a hierarchy, a chain of command. You mean so? You know, look at what I mean. What depends on what you did in this life, you know, and what side you was aligned on. Was you aligned with truth? You mean, or was you aligned with the falsehood, man? Oh man, it says, but if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat, drink with the drunken. So, you got a lot of people, man. You know, they doing a lot of evil crap, and they going out there turning up and eating, man. I mean, having a good time. That's what the wicked did, man. That's what the wicked do, man. That's what. Oh, I should say that's what they were doing. You know, when things was about to hit the fan. Look at Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Lot was under derision, man. I mean, what he had as his doorsteps, man? A bunch of sodomites coming in there trying to rape him, man. You know what I mean? And then after that, the Most High took them all out. You know what I mean? So and then when it coming down to the end, man, the real true saints is gonna be under persecution, man. Real derision, man. You know, they're not gonna be enjoying their life on this earth. I mean, the more, I mean, we get to the end, the more, you mean, tribulation is gonna come upon those, man. That's of the Most High, man. You know what I mean? The devil not worried about, I mean, people that he got. Like I said that before. And like I said, they're gonna be eating and having a good time, drinking, partying, turning up. You know what I mean? Not being circumspect. I mean, and that's exactly where the Most High wants the wicked, man. I mean, because when it hits, I mean, like a brother was saying, hey, you don't pray for the 2/3 when tribulation comes. Just like Moses was sitting down here enjoying themselves, man. When tribulation start hitting these guys, Moses was in. That I did a video on this already. I talked about it. Moses was in there. I mean, in the houses enjoying themselves with the Israelites, man. He wasn't out there speaking no more to these guys, man. You know what I mean? They've been cut off, you know. Yeah, man. So that's about it, man. Yeah. To all my target individuals out there, man, stay strong. I mean, continue to cut these devils with the word. You know what I mean? Because they can't take the word, man. They can't take the word. You know, and that just goes to show you how weak they are at the end of the day. You know, when you mind your business and you know, you stand to yourself, and they can't take the word. They can't take the scriptures, man. And that's how you know. You know what I mean, the Most High is really with you, because they did it to the prophets too. They killed them for just speaking the word. You know what I mean? So all praises to the Most High, man. And in the end, we win anyway.